this thing on? Oh, there it is. Hi! Baruto here. Baruto here. Let's paint a bear today. Paint a bear with me today. This is strong camera. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I have this paper that I already did some stuff on. Have this 11 by 17 cardstock, very thick. Fun fact, anytime I'm painting a project outside or using acrylic, I don't like wasting paint, so whatever I'm painting, I'll put it on top of a piece of paper so that the overspray and anything that goes off of the main project goes onto this. So I have another painting canvas for later. Big fan of not wasting any kind of paint. So sometimes I'll wipe my brush on stuff like this when I'm done painting so I don't waste a little bit of paint that's left on my brush. Anyways, let's paint a bear on this. Alrighty, so never done this over the top filming like this. Setup is pretty ghetto right now, but as you can see, I already did the line art and I messed up in a couple of places. So I'll try to fix those. Hopefully my marker is opaque enough to cover up the black lines, which I doubt, but anyways, let's get started. Might do some voiceover story time in here somewhere. Haven't decided yet. Fun fact, anytime I gotta juice up the marker, I use these priority mail labels. And then I make little mini abstract paintings out of them later. So I have a whole pile of these that I have to do still. And then when it gets full like this, grab a new one. And that's how I juice up all my markers. Messed up the overall shape of the nose, so I'm trying to fix that. Some cheap paint markers from Amazon. Do use Poscas a lot. I do not have a tan one for Posca. Posca, whatever you call it. Pointy tip marker is not very good for textured stuff like this. There's a lot of layers of paint on here, so it doesn't do the smoothest line. And yes, I'm using a dead pilot marker on purpose because I want that look, that faded marker look. Hopefully I have enough to finish this. ran out of space on my phone and had to move a bunch of videos and stuff off of it onto a memory card. The fun of recording art instead of just creating art. Alright, let's try this again. So where I left off is this marker is dead. I was trying to fill in the eyes and the nose and stuff to get that faded look. There's not enough ink. So scratch that. God damn it. The marker doesn't work. How come I always have a bunch of dead markers until I actually need one? I keep making sure the camera's on. We don't have that much of a plan for this. This, and this was as far as my plan went. The rest of this, I'm just winging it. I know I want to paint all this, so just the bear is white in this section at least. So let's do that. I think we're gonna put a orange. I'm gonna put a orange outline / force field around the bear. This is some cheap watercolor marker from Amazon. I actually use these a lot for paper. They work pretty good. I like them. I haven't decided how I want to do the line art on here yet. I think I'm going to do it in Posca Sharpie. Or not Sharpie, but marker. Originally I planned not to do this and just have the color in there with no line art around it, and I'm kind of regretting doing this. Kind of regretting putting the line art on there. I like it so far. Some lines on the ears, I just don't know what I want to do yet. Well, this stuff I don't plan, I kind of just do it as I'm going. Kind of add as I think I need it. These I'm not going to put a line around. Add some decorations. Alrighty, that's good for now. Make sure it's filming still. And we're going to put a line around the outside. Or we're going to fill in all this. paper's dead. Yeah. Always put this border before I start coloring in, just so I don't go over, which I still manage to do sometimes. I'm going to do kind of a shaky I'm going to want it solid. See, still went over the border. Alrighty. And then I know I want to put some words or something up here. I just don't know what yet. And I just realized probably most of the bear wasn't in the video most of the time. So if that is true, that sucks. And I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm gonna put words right here, quotes. So typically, since I have issues reading and writing, if I remember the word, I'll type it out. If I don't, I use Google Translate or Google or voice to text, and I get it on here. I get it in my notes, and if I'm not sure those exact words that I want, by reading it, which I can't read very well, go to Google Translate and hit play. Humans are next to be extinct. And just make sure it sounds right. I've actually done a few art pieces where I spelled something wrong or what I was doing was totally wrong. And yeah, big waste of time. And I gotta sit here and stare at it so I make sure each letter is where I want it to be and where it's supposed to be. Writing has been something I've struggled with my whole life. Never been to any form of school. So simple things like writing my name or filling out an application or filling out paperwork at a doctor's office is very hard for me. I've always had to bring someone with me to help with the paper at the doctor's office. And I've had to walk out of interviews when I was younger because I couldn't write good enough to fill out all the paperwork. So I just made an excuse and got out of the interview as fast as possible. This is something I've been hiding, so I'm trying to be more open with it and include writing in my art and work on my writing, of course, too, which is a lot harder than you would think at an older age than rather just learning it in school. Because I've been hiding this my whole life, and I think it's time to tell my story and explain why I do a lot of things that I do and how I do it. Maybe it can help someone else that's gone through similar issues as this. Probably can't see, but I'm looking over after every letter just to make sure I'm doing it right. And I'm out of room. I know how to fix that. I actually had this on a sign at a art show, and I was dressed up in a panda full-on outfit with a mascot head I made. And I was just standing there for hours with this sign, and a lot of people were taking pictures. And a lot of the younger generation was trying to argue with me, even though I don't talk when I'm in. Even though I don't talk when I'm in my roles or whatever you want to call them, costumes. But yeah, younger generation is trying to argue with me that this isn't true. But if you're paying attention to what's going on in the world, it very much is true. Unless we do some drastic changes and come together as people and stop trying to be divided on everything. And that's not just the United States, that's needs to be worldwide. But out of all these years, we still can't get along, so I don't know what. I don't really have a lot of hope for that ever happening. Almost put another I. And that's why I have the notepad right here open so I can see the letters. I made that one fit surprisingly. We're going to add some little quotation marks. Or not quotation marks, exclamation marks, I mean. And a double underline that I typically do. A little swish. We will add some exclamation marks. I want to do something to the letters, but every time I try that, I normally mess it up. So maybe I'll just leave that alone. Add a little signature right here that doesn't stick out too much. And do that with a paint pen on top of watercolor. Someone the other day asked me what this was, and it is a bee. It can also be a few things. It's a graffiti bee, but it can also be OBS, which is one of my art names. And OBS stands for something, and I don't think I want to say that right now. Here's the full painting. It is a polar bear in water with the melted ice, using the water because the ice melted, and humans are next to be extinct. This will be on sale. This will be for sale on my eBay account. A link should be in the bio. By the time this video is up, it should be posted. Yeah, there's my painting. Hopefully the video, you could see the whole process, but I'm using this ghetto setup right here. It's like a microphone stand and a phone holder from a car. I have this house lamp, and I'm using that to film down, which I've never ever done before. So there is one of these on Amazon I want to get that actually comes way up, and it's like sets right here, and it's meant for drawing like this, but I need to get some money before I can do that. And anyways, so yeah, face in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty then, so here's the painting we did today. 11 by 17 on cardstock. Like I said before, a panda in water because all the ice melted because of humans. Humans are next to be extinct in my great handwriting. And yeah, so that has been painting with Berto, and that is it. Hopefully the video wasn't too hard to watch. I know I cut out some of me drawing because it wasn't in frame right because my ghetto setup. There's the camera right here. But yeah, hopefully it was enjoyable. I like to do more of these, even though it takes forever to paint and draw. Yeah, never forget. Bye.